Tèmi báwo ni o ṣe wà? Hi fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how this lovely trouser and top is being made. Very simple and very quick to make. And I'll also be showing you how I make the stone. Actually, I use a stoning machine, but you can make use of iron. So it's very easy to make. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can see there's a leggings on there. It's very easy. So stay tuned and stay connected. Hi fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make that classic leggings and top. It's very easy to make and very easy, very easy. So what I did was I have this my leggings at home. You can see, so you can just open it to the front or to the back. So I just took it. If you have any kind of leggings, or if you can cut it without that, but if you are cutting it without having a kind of leggings at home, just use your actual measurements. Measure everything. Don't add any additional measurement to it. Why? Because this material is stretchy, so you don't need any additional measurement to it. So I will be using 2.5 yards of material, but what I actually need from this material is just 2 yards. So what I did was I folded this. This is it, as you can see. So I folded this into two. So we should all learn how to manage our material while cutting. So if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to continue liking, comment, share, and subscribe. So I did it this way. Then I fold it into 4. You know our trouser is always in 4 faces, the 2 front and the 2 back, 2 front and the 2 back. So I folded it into 4 this way. Before I place the material on it, I want to check the length. I'll be using length 38, so I'll be folding it with 1 inch here. You can see this down part is not straight, so we just have to use our ruler to straighten it. So remember, we'll be cutting that away. The 1 inch away. So we'll be measuring 1 inch to fold the down part. To fold the down part. The length of the trouser will be 38 inches. So this is it. So to put elastic at the upper part, I'll be using 1.5 inches. I see it. So this is how I measured it. So after I place my trouser on it, but I make sure I start from the normal length, not with the 1.5 inch, which I'll be using for the folding of elastic. I started from here, not from the upper part here. I started from the normal length, which is 38 inches. So I place my clothes on it like this. Like this. I'm sewing this for a client, but actually the client and mine were almost the same measurement. And also remember, this material is stretchy. So you just have to do what? Measure this down part. This is 5 inches and take it downwards. So what you need to do now is just to add ½ inch seam allowance to all your measurements. So you are going to join and also weave it. So here, if you notice this trouser, this leggings, you can see the back is higher than the front. You know, that is the normal way of cutting our trouser. So I'll be using the length, then reduce it after. So this is it. So if you have your leggings at home too, you can just do it this way. It's very easy. Very easy. So we are done with this. All we need to do is just to cut it out. I hope you get it. And if you have any question, don't forget to drop it in the comment section below. So this is it. You can see. So now we'll remove our leggings away from it. So it's very fast, as you can see. So you just have to remove one and make one the back and make the other one the front. So let's make this the back. So you can see, you take these two like this. If you want to join it now, you take this two, first one, you join one like this together. First thing, if you want to join it, is fold the down part, which I use 1 inch. I will advise you weave the down part first, then fold it like this so that it will be very neat. You can make your own double stitching on it like ready-made. So that was how I did it. Then you fold it. After you fold it like this, this is the exact way our trouser is. Are you seeing it? So definitely one of these crotch here is the front and the other one is the back. So just take one like this. Are you seeing this? Just take one. And before you even take one, notch the center. Notch here. The side rather. Notch the side here. So that you know where you are slanting. Just notch it this way. Then take this and this together. So this we are picking is our front. The one we are picking here is our what? Our front. So you pick it this way. Then you slant 1 inch or 1.5 inch away from it. From the front. Because the back, there is bum at the back, but the front is always flat. Just slant it. It won't show when you are sewing it. But when you finish sewing, when you hold it, you feel it. Now there is a difference. So now what you are going to do, you can see now, there's a little difference between it. Now you see. So what you are going to do after folding the down part, join it like this. Are you seeing it? Fold the second one too. Join it like this. Then you take the down part. Let's assume we've sewed this. You take it crotch to crotch. Or they call it flap, they call it crotch. If it is our normal trouser, to get your crotch depth is your hip divided by 4. But this one is not, it's just like a leggings. So you just take it like this. So take it like this. You sew down, 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 down. So your trouser is done. So it's complete. It's very easy, very, very easy to sew. So you don't need that. When you put it on your machine, you sew it. So for the top, you can see I'm managing the material. That was how I told you. With 2 yards, you can manage it. With the long sleeve I put there. So this is it now. So for the top, the length of the top is 30 inches. So I've measured this material is folding downward. So I make a line here, but my starting point is from here. So from here now, I measure 1.5 inches, which we'll be using to fold the down part of our top. So this top I'll be cutting is a turtleneck top. So the length of the top is 30 inches, which I've measured here. You understand? So this is a 30 inches, which I've measured. We are going to be using the actual body measurements without adding any allowance, but deducting from it. So if you add anything, it will be too big because the material is what? Stretchy. So now the shoulder measurement is 15 inches. I'll leave it at my 15 inches. You understand? Because the material is stretchy. If you are working it with a normal material, you'll be adding ½ inch to the shoulder. So this is 7.5, which is the shoulder divided by 2. So we are going to slope our armhole depth, the shoulder by 1 inch. So from here, you just take your ruler, then you slope it to the neckline, to the midpoint of the neckline. So I've sloped it down. So from here, our normal armhole measurement is 7.5, but I'll be using 7 here. You can see I'm reducing all the measurements. our half length is 16. I'll be using 15 inches because it's also drawing downward. You understand? So I'll be using 15 inches for our half length measurement. So our bust measurement is 33. I'll be using 32, which is 8 inches. 32 divided by 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Our waist is 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7. So minus 1 is what? 6 inches. All these measurements, when you finish sewing it, it will be balanced. So this is 6 inches. This is 8 inches. So our hip measurements, normally if you want to measure our hip line, you'll be using like 25, but I'll be using 24 here. So I'll put our bust measurement, which is 8, then add ½ inch to it. So this is it. You can see there's still space here. So when you see the armhole measurement, the shoulder measurement and the armhole now is almost the same thing. But nevertheless, just take this measurement 7½ inches, take it downward, then come in by at least 3/4 or 1 inch. Then move your hand from here, curve your hand inward to make your armhole curve, as you can see. So now our top is done. See the 6.5 inches. See, it's drawing, as you can see now. So when you finish sewing it, definitely it will fit in. See. So if you make your measurements too big, you just need to be adjusting, continue adjusting. So if you don't want to save yourself those stress of cutting and cutting, so you take this one downward to the folding allowance. Then now you cut it out. So I'll cut this one away. You know, I said this is my starting point. Now I'll cut this. The front, as in the neck size, is a turtleneck. So I will be raising my shoulder by 1.5. Raise it by 1.5. 1.5. You raise the back by 1.5, as you can see. So you come down here. So let's cut the back side before we cut the neck. So you start your cutting from here. Side, the wideness of the neck, if it is a normal material that is not stretchy, are you seeing it? You will use 2.5 inches for the wideness of the neck, then 3 inches for the depth. But we are working with a stretchy material. I'll be reducing it by ½ inch. Use 2 inches for the wideness and 2.5 1/4 for the depth. So for the back side, I'll be coming down by 1 inch and also using the same neck width. So now just come down. You know, it's a turtleneck. The neckline must not be too sharp. So you cut this out. So from here, you measure, you cross-check your 7.5. is still intact. Then you shape this. Then do as if you've joined this with 1/2 inch. Then calculate the armhole, the total armhole. That's 7.5 because we are going to be joining this with 1/2 inch. Even with reducing our measurements, it will be balanced. Let me just show you. Let's assume we've joined it. The person is just someone like me. See, can you see the material is stretchy? So it will be balanced on the client's body. So now, what I'm going to do now is to cut the neck and also cut the sleeve. Turtleneck and the sleeve. So the sleeve length is 23. So what we need to cut now is just the sleeve and also the turtleneck, the thing we'll be using for our turtleneck. So this is 23 for the length. I've measured 1.5 for the folding of the down of the sleeve. Sorry. So this is 23 inches. You come down by 4 or 5 inches. 1 inches or 4 inches. Then bring your hand down. You know, we said the total armhole is 7 inches. Check is more than 7. Let's use 3 inches. So you'll be joining it with 1/2 inch. This is the sleeve. So the curve of the sleeve will be 4 inches. So our arm curve here, let's measure 11 inches here. This is 5.5. The sleeve has to be very tight so that it will bring out the fitting. Even if it is too tight, it won't show because it's stretchy and you feel comfort with it, but don't let it to be too tight that it will get torn. So here is the sleeve. So you notch this. So for the neck, you can see I said 2 years will be okay. You can see this is the remaining one from the 2.5. So now we are just to cut the neckline. You look for the stretchy parts, the most stretchy part of your clothes. Then you fold it by the length you want your turtleneck to be. I'll be using 2.5. So I'll fold this 2.5. Everything will be what? 5 inches. Then you can just bring your clothes out and check what the total neck can be. Or you join your shoulder first to check what your total neck will be. But normal total neck for someone like this, if it is not lycra, should be 14 inches. But this is 13 inches. If it is not lycra, you can just take. So here comes to the finishing of our velvet top and leggings. Can you see the finishing? Can you see the outcome? So it's very lovely. You can rock it anytime, any day. So it's very beautiful. So please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. You can see the sleeve side with stones, the center with stones, the turtleneck. So please stay tuned and stay connected to my channel.